Hi, this is Dee at Aloha Astro. Let's take a look at the forecast for tomorrow, or for today. The moon transiting Aquarius Wednesday, November 26th, increases the temptation to challenge or break the rules today, as the moon forms a sextile aspect with Mars in Sagittarius and a square aspect with Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, conjunct Venus in Scorpio, and the Sun in Sagittarius. Resistance, rebellion, and a cavalier attitude are being generated by the Sun, Mercury, and Venus, opposing Uranus retrograde in Taurus as well, making it even more likely that no one will react well to being told what to do, and some people will risk the repercussion of breaking a rule or behaving in a socially unacceptable way if their own natal chart already inclines them toward questioning authority or taking freedom-affirming action. If you are going to be a rebel or activist today, embrace the archetype fully so you move forward with an "I just dare you to stop me" saucy swagger. Acting as if you know it all, even if you don't, is another ploy you can use to your advantage now. Drop the energy of fear, guilt, or shame if you want to get away with shaking things up or changing them. Today, you may wake someone up by revealing the ridiculousness of an arbitrary rule or the futility of senseless conformity. Or you could meet people who share your point of view and are eager to join you in whatever plan or adventure you initiate. Let's take a look at what we have going on with the moon, and primarily this sextile with Mars at Sagittarius, which is quite feisty. Now we've got the air feeding the fire, and that's going to fan the flames even bigger. And then we've got a square, and all of the fixed signs, when they square each other, generate more stubbornness than the already fixed nature of the fixed sign would be creating if it were not interacting with its own kind, basically. So we have fixed air and fixed water, with the moon in Aquarius squaring Mercury retrograde and Venus in Scorpio, and that in turn is joining the Sun in Sagittarius. So the square is going to resist for the fun of it, just because you can. And particularly if somebody tells you, no, you cannot, if there's any hint of control now, and you're not liking that controlling energy, that not liking the controlling energy would be coming through Chiron retrograde in Aries, squaring Pluto in Aquarius, and taking some action against it comes from Mercury, Venus, and the Sun forming that quincunx to Chiron. Chiron in turn supporting Mars, and Mars in turn connects with the moon. So the energy is going to move along a channel of expression that needs to come out. And it will come out with words or sounds and action. And some of it may carry some of that unexpected energy that Uranus and Aquarius both bring to the table today. And there's also going to be the undercurrent going on that is coming through. We've got a semi-square here between the moon in Aquarius and Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, and Saturn and Neptune are squaring Mars. So there we get the perverseness, like, no, I'm gonna go off the rails because I just feel like it, because I can, because I want to make some trouble for somebody, because I'm bored, because this is all ridiculous and I'm going to make a big show of it. There's definitely some of the show-off energy coming through with Mars in Sagittarius and the Sun in Sagittarius. Some people may just want to prove a point today, even if it has nothing whatsoever to do with them. It could be that they're just wanting to play devil's advocate or prove a point, or stir things up. Boredom. Boredom is the one thing everybody's going to be looking to get away from today. And for many people, going into a holiday, going into Thanksgiving, time off from work, people are going to be eager to get off early, get to where they're going for their holidays, and do be careful traveling. We do have Mercury retrograde. It is opposing another retrograde planet, and it is squaring the moon. Expect that travel plans can change or your travel may be affected in some way. Make sure that your vehicle is safe and you have everything you need before you head out the door. Double check all your tickets, your passport, anything you need if you're traveling by air or train or, well, any method really. Just give yourself plenty of time to get to where you need to go and expect that there's going to be something unexpected. And if you are lucky, there won't be. And you'll say, ha ha, Mercury retrograde, I fooled you. And maybe you will pull one over on Mercury if you're prepared. I think, honestly, that Mercury retrograde likes to sneak up on us and catch us unaware so that we wake up. But if you are prepared and aware going into things and give yourself plenty of time to get to where you need to go, and you are patient with others around you who might be expressing the impatience of today's moon transit and the Mercury square and opposition, then you have the upper hand and you're in control. And a lot of what's going on in the sky right now does come down to feeling more stable and secure because of control. And wherever you feel that you don't have control, you are going to feel some sort of lack or fear or discomfort, restlessness. And if you can become aware of that, awareness is, well, solves half the problem there. Once you're aware, very often things totally vanish because you've now looked at them and faced them and you are aware. You either change your behavior or you realize it was just a monster under the bed and it wasn't a real thing at all. It was something you were creating in your mind. So we have positive aspects today that support the flow of the water energy at the moment and give you good manifesting abilities and intuitive abilities and empathy. Then we have the challenges, and a lot of that is just coming through stubbornness, resistance, but that can also serve a purpose. It's not that it's necessarily bad. Maybe take a look at the why of it if you feel it coming up, and then modify your reaction or response to those feelings that are pushing your buttons so that you don't have to take things to an extreme where it becomes hurtful to you. Okay, I think that's it. Take care, stay safe, and have a happy Thanksgiving.